Okay, so we're going to talk about the late release. This is something that really good golfers do naturally very, very well, and it's something that I spend a lot of my time teaching golfers to do a lot better. First of all, there's two different terminologies that we give to the term release, right? One of them is the squaring of the club face, right? This type of motion where we're rolling the arms. This is also known as a release. We're not talking about that. We're talking about from this perspective, right? This type of release. Now, what happens in the golf swing is we sort of take the club up to the top of the backswing position, okay? And then as we start the downswing, I'm going to pause at this moment in time when my lead arm is parallel towards the ground. Because when my lead arm is parallel towards the ground, the golf club is relatively vertically placed and all of the energy is divided equally up and down, okay? Now what happens is, as soon as my hand goes past that moment in time, if I now let go of the club, you can see the way it always wants to go center seeking, and it goes in that direction. So again, I go to left arm parallel, I let go, boom. If I was to go just slightly below parallel and let go, it goes that way. So this is the release that we're referring to. Now, what most amateur golfers do is they release the club early. And what this just effectively means is that as you start the downswing, it looks like this. So by the time you hit the ball, it looks like this. What we tend to notice with professional golfers is they do something that looks more like this. So when they release it, it looks more this way. And fundamentally, it's in the trail hand. So what you can see is some examples here of students that were struggling with a early release. And what that meant is that their sort of trail upper arm was too much to the side of the body like so. So by the time the club head meets the ball, you're adding too much loft. What you can see by doing some series of exercises and drills is that they just would spend some time practicing moving the upper arm to the side of the body, as I'm demonstrating here, which therefore creates more of a narrowing movement. Okay, so if you are somebody who releases the club early, it's essentially because your upper arm does not move enough to the side of the body. It's here, which is therefore creating a widening movement as opposed to this. And this movement is what can effectively then be classed as fast hands, because if I'm here, my hands are more directly over the ball, therefore going to create much more of a sort of whipping motion. Not that. That's a very slow motion, slow hands. This, which is going to be very much more fast hands. See you soon.